Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Behind the Counter,
After Hours.
episode 7.
Today we thought we would talk to you guys about a little bit about ourselves instead of work. Well, I mean, I guess it'll be somewhat about work too. But so we wanted to introduce ourselves since we didn't do that yet.
So, my name's Nicole, and I'm 21, going to be 22, and I am single, and I have no kids.
Well, obviously I'm Brie. Hi, what am I, 32, I think? 32, and I am engaged for about 11 years now, and I have a 14-year-old son. And our lives are kind of opposite,
Yes.
but we're a lot alike at the same time, so it's kind of weird.
It is really weird. She's like, I'm like, oh, also I dyed my hair since last time you guys have seen me. So, I'm jet black now. She's like my fucking evil twin.
Yeah, it's weird because we have a lot in common. We like all the same things. We kind of like dress the same sometimes, and we like all the same foods, all the same drinks. Like,
Yep.
we're both really loud and obnoxious. We both just say what's on our mind before we think about it.
Yeah, that sometimes gets me in trouble.
Yeah, me too. Because most of the time it comes out wrong. Like, it sounds better in my head, and then I say something, and then I'm like, could have kept that one to myself.
Yeah.
Like, could have been way better.
So for those of you who didn't know, Valentine's Day is coming up. And Valentine's Day is my birthday.
It's your birthday.
It's kind of a curse though, because I've been single like my whole life, so that's all I want.
Yeah.
If you're put together. Check.
You gotta have a place to live. You gotta have some money. You better have a car. It's not a very big turn on when they're not working.
Yeah,
it's not good.
Don't need a man like that.
And then you come home and they're like, "What are you gonna do this? Or are you gonna do that?" Like, well, what did you do all day? Yeah, let's just not go there. Let's just make sure that a man going her way has a job.
So for those of you who are in a relationship, yay, it's a Valentine's Day. But if you are not in a relationship and in the same boat as me and single, we can party it up. So hit me up because you're coming out with me for my birthday on Valentine's Day. Because single party. Oh, Brie, show your cup.
That's my beautiful ring. What?
Show your cup.
Oh, my Valentine's Day cup?
Yeah, look at Brie's cup. It is like so cute.
Super adorable. Keeps everything hot and cold for like 16 hours. You got numerous spots to drink from. And a fancy rubber straw.
We haven't been here for like 2 weeks now, or we took a week off. Brie had a little surgery, but she's better now.
All good.
She's all good in the hood. But look at her earrings too. I took mine out, but she has hers in still. I just want to touch them all the time. They're just so cute.
Just catch your eye.
We can't have the same earrings, so, but I really want them. But it's okay. I have some cute ones too.
Why can't we have the same earrings?
I don't know. I don't want you to be like, they just look so cute on you. They just look cute on you. I love them.
But I like the ones that the other ones that I was gonna get for myself. I think they look good on you. So,
oh, the love heart ones.
Yeah,
I feel like I should whip these out, but I don't want to get up.
And I think it's just funny because like, she'll buy something or whatever, and I'll be like, "Oh my god, I have almost the exact same thing at home."
This is a scenario about the earrings. So she went to the store, and I was like, "Oh, I don't really have Valentine's Day earrings because last year I tried to find them, but I was kind of in a tuffle." Tuffle? I was kind of in a tiffle.
A tiffle. It's a tiffle. We're back to episode 1 again. Sorry, guys.
Yep. So I was kind of in a tiffle, and I was like, girl, I guess these earrings that I got aren't really Valentine's Day because they were just hoops, like gold hoops with like little like pink specks on them, like little gem of pink specks. Because I couldn't really find any cute ones.
Yeah. Sometimes it's really hard to find good, like, seasonal earrings.
But I feel like if you work a customer service job and you're able to like celebrate holidays, like with like makeup or express your like holiday love, like by wearing earrings and stuff, it's just a thing that you have to have earrings for every fucking holiday.
Yeah.
I do now officially have earrings for every fucking holiday.
If you don't, it's just it doesn't feel right. You feel it's not right.
You don't feel festive? I don't know. Maybe you don't like holidays, but
I think it's more fun, and it's something to look forward to all year round. Because usually it's just boring work, same shit, same shit, different day.
yeah.
Like,
so
So it's nice to be able to switch it up a little bit and wear different colors and stuff.
you
When
also
can't wear
get
that every
to, yeah, you also get to switch up your vocab, like, oh, Happy Valentine's Day, or oh, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, because otherwise it's the same thing. Oh, have a good day. Oh, thanks for coming. Or
Yeah,
it's always the same thing. Like, oh, so how's it going? Like, oh, same old, same old. Same as yesterday when I saw you. Like,
yeah, right.
my life's not that eventful. Okay, I don't think anything crazy's happened in that. Well, okay, I can't say that because my life is very eventful.
Yeah.
A lot can happen in 24 hours. I don't know what I'm talking about. I had an eventful day off, so let's just say that.
I feel like, yeah, my days off, I always have like the craziest stories or like shit that happened, and then I see Brie only on the weekends, and then I like totally forget because my days off are like during the week, and so then I like totally forget by the time we see each other, and
Yeah,
then I'm
because I
like,
think
oh my
we're-
god, I was totally unhinged.
Well, I think we're so busy with life all the time, and then like I always like something will happen, and I'll be like, "Oh my god, I had to remember this to tell Riley." But then like there's other times where I'm like, "Oh, maybe I should just message her real quick and just tell her what happened." But then I'm like in the moment of what's happening, and then I forget to text, and then I'm like,
Yes.
"Damn it!" And then I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm just gonna like take a notepad and I'm just gonna write stuff down so I can remember to tell her everything that happened over the week."
For a
And
Saturday debrief.
Yeah, like
We
I
have-
literally think we're gonna start probably doing that. We'll have like our own little planner that we'll like pass along to each other. It'll be like being in school all over again. We passing notes.
Aww.
Have you ever did that with one of your friends before? Like I remember in school, you would have just like one specific book, and then you would give it to one person in at class, like every class you have, like in your periods, and then one person will write like this big letter, like this big note or whatever they want to write, and then you would take the book and you would give it to the next person when you're going to your next class in the hallway, and then that person will read it, and then they'll write something, and then you give it to your next friend.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
I feel
like that's what we're gonna go old school and just start writing shit down.
Well, one of my friends was in the military, and so she didn't really have her phone, and like they used to get like non-access to it for like a week. They had like a phone time, but then sometimes like if they whatever for punishment, they wouldn't be able to use it for the week. So we wrote each other letters, and I keep those letters, and I will keep them probably for the rest of my life. But they're so like sentimental. But I felt like I had nothing going on in my life because I was just living the day-to-day life.
Mm-hmm.
And then you forget like the crazy shit that happened like 2 days ago.
Well, it's like you get like the pen and paper in front of you, and then it's like, okay, pressure's on, and then all of a sudden you're like, crap, now I have no idea what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Or when you're like trying to figure out a name or something, and you're like or somebody asks you like, hey, what's this person's name or something, and then all of a sudden you're like on the spot, and you're like,
what?
I know this,
but I can't
like,
think of it.
How can I like what?
Every time I feel like I'm a visual person. So like I have customers sometimes come in and they're like, oh, you know this person, whatever. Like he comes in, like I talk to him, whatever, and then I'll totally be like, I'm a visual person, so I don't know people's names. But yeah, I probably do know him. I don't know who you're talking about unless I see him.
Yeah, I wish I could remember names better. I have to go by like what they look like.
I feel like it's such a hospitality thing too. Like if you guys work in the hospitality industry, are you more of a visual person or do you know everybody's names? Like are you a name person?
Yeah. I wish I was a name person.
But again, like is anybody really good at names? I don't ever know like a new person's name for like at least a week.
I don't know. Because
that makes me sound horrible, but I really don't.
No, because like, I mean, no, I get it. Because I can be like that too sometimes, especially if it's like a name you're not used to. If it's like a more of a rare name,
and I won't say their name. Okay, so like if I'm talking to them, I will not say their name. Like I'll avoid it the whole first week because I don't want to fuck it up, and I don't want to offend the person.
Yeah, so like every time you're talking, you'll be like, we'll just go with like a Liz or something, and then you have to be like every single time you say something to them, like,
yeah,
okay, Liz, can you do this for me, Liz? Or like,
yes.
You know what I mean? Like when every single time you say something, you gotta keep saying the name until you finally get it like fully memorized.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like I don't know, and it's weird. Like some I can remember just fine, and then others I'm just like, I don't think I'll ever remember that. Like you could tell me for years now. I've had people tell me their names, and I still am like. Especially customers. But that's because you're not always seeing them. Like our board of directors, that's a different story. We see them all the time. So their names are definitely embedded in our brains for the rest of our lives.
I don't think I knew every board of directors' name until 6 months into the job. There's so many of them, and two of them have the same name. So we call them like number 1 and number 2 after their name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, or you go by like what they eat or something, like the meal that they have or whatever.
Oh, yes. That is another like definitely restaurant thing. Like you don't call them like nobody knows their name, but they come in like every day. That guy that gets the poached eggs, dude. Or you call him like crispy hash brown, bro, or a bowl of oatmeal.
Yep.
You call them like by what they order. Like you never know their name. They could be coming in for years, and you'll just be like, oh yeah, it's the over medium dude.
Or there's like I don't know how people can go about like if you're not 100% sure on what the name is, and then they just like go up to you and they just say a random name thinking that it is the right name. Like I'd rather just not say the name if I'm not 100% sure. I'd just say like hun or bud or say something like like just. It frustrates me when people get my name wrong.
Oh my god, this reminds me of a story. So over the summer, oh my god, do you know what I'm going to talk about?
I'm pretty sure I know what you're going to talk about.
This is a really funny and embarrassing story that happened to me. I went to work, and the night before I was out partying really hard, okay? And there was this guy there that was like super, super hammered, like could not like find his wallet, like when his wallet was in his back pocket, like had no like real recollection of like where he even was. I don't think like could not pay to like get a beer. Okay. And this guy was like really hammered and like definitely needed to get kicked out of the club. Right. But he like eventually did end up getting kicked out of the club.
Good.
Yes. And he was like so hammered, but it was like really funny. And then the next day I go to work, right? Like 6 a.m. in the morning, whatever. And I serve these like guys. And I'm like, oh, this is the guy from last night that was so hammered. He couldn't like find his money. Like, this is the guy. He looks identical to him. But also at the same time, I was a little drunk. And he was definitely wasted. So I go up to him and I'm like, oh my gosh, glad to see you're alive. And I didn't know his name. I actually didn't know his name. I just remember like talking to him.
Hey, drunk guy like, from the bar last night. How you doing?
He was like with our friend group. And I was like, I don't really know who this is. Like somebody else brought him in that I'm not really close to. So it was just like oh my God, you made it out alive, dude. Like so proud. He's like, huh?
I'm like a proud mama.
Like, he was so confused. And I was like, okay, like, whatever, I'll blow it off, right? And I'm, like, talking to Brie about it. I'm like, dude, like, I'm telling her the whole story. And I'm like, it's this guy. Like, you cannot tell me it's not. Like, he looks identical to him. And so then I, like, am serving him, and I still am going on with it. Because I'm like, dude, it has to be this guy. And I was like, you probably don't remember. Like, you were really drunk. And he was like, he was like, were you at this place last night? And I was like, no. And he was like, well, I was really drunk last night, but we were not at the same place. And I was like, you've got to be shitting me. I said, dude, you look like just like this guy that like pulled up to the club out of nowhere, like could not find his wallet. I was telling him the whole story, and his friend was sitting there like, that definitely sounds like something he would do. But we were actually in like this town last night and not the town I was in. And I was like, huh. Now I feel like a stupid box of rocks.
That's kind of...
That was like the funniest thing ever, though. I was like making conversation, and then we like at the end of it, I was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry. Like that's really funny, though." And I was like, "So the whole time, like you guys are probably like laughing at me, like who the fuck is this girl?"
That's crazy though. Like how ironic is that too? That you're like, "Oh, are you this guy that was drunk?" And then like, "Yeah, I was drunk, but not where you were."
Yeah, and it was really funny because it wasn't just like one conversation like happening. It was like me like taking their order and being like, "Oh, I'm glad to see you're alive." Me like putting the order in to bring the food out and being like, "You are really drunk," and then walking away and then like checking on them and then continuing the conversation. So it like wasn't all in one.
He probably thought he was at like one of those bars where they, or like one of those restaurants where they just sit there and talk shit to you the whole entire time.
Oh, like dicks?
Yeah. He was probably like, does this girl know where she is right now? Like, what is she talking?
It was fucking hilarious.
Fucking crazy. But, I mean, that's every day anyways, though. Just being crazy in general and being called crazy, or we have people looking at us like we're crazy. But that's okay. That's okay. They see it keep coming back, so we're good. Yeah, so you, this is funny. They're like, you waited on us last night at Texas Roadhouse. And I'm like, oh, did I? Because, I don't recall being there. I was at home. And they're like, pretty sure you were our waitress at Texas Roadhouse last night.
See, they were confident.
And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure I was not because I don't have a second job. I only work here. So I don't know what you're talking about. They're like, no. Like, I'm telling you, the whole entire time they kept saying, like, no, I'm pretty sure it was you. And they like, I swear, I think by the time they left, they still did not believe that it wasn't me. I'm like, no. But okay, I'll let you believe what you want to believe. But I'm like,
for real.
You can go back, but you ain't gonna see me because I'm definitely not gonna be there. But
you also want to hear another funny story? So this reminds me of this story, but it was like actually true. So I worked 3 jobs at one time.
Yeah.
And so I like worked at where we work now, like the day shift, right? And then I went and bartended like events. So I was like working this wedding. And I saw the same guy at both jobs. And then I still see him to this day, and he's just like, and I'm like, yeah, I just work all day fucking long. So it was just like, damn, I feel like I'm never not working.
Well, yeah, that's like me. I've been going, New Year, appointments everywhere. Gotta get your shit done. So I've been going, I went to, the dentist for 2 different times. I think it was like one for me, one for my son or whatever, at one point in time. But like every time I've gone recently, it was them talking about my work. So I'm assuming that one of the dentist people went to go eat there, and then they spread the word, and then the next dentist person went to go eat there, and then the next one. So now every time I go there, I see a different person, and every single time that person is talking about my work, and then they're asking like, oh, so how busy does it get? And like, well, how many people are there? Oh, I bet you get so tired. Like, oh, how does this work? And I'm like, what, do you want a training? Do you want a job? Like, seriously, I feel like you're asking me questions because you want a job. Like, that's what, like, I'm literally do not want to be talking about this right now. Like, no, thank you. If you want to talk, you can come visit me at my work and then we can talk. But
yeah,
that's like, I just, no.
Sometimes, or if you like go out to eat, like So where we live, it's kind of like a smaller populated area, or there's like all the people that we have at like that come to our restaurant are like very much regulars and like come all the time, even though like, you know what I'm saying? Like most of the people that come into our restaurant are regulars. Like they come all the time. Like it just is what it is, you know?
Most of them is 5 days a week. Some come every single day. Sometimes it's 3 times a week. But
yes,
they're always the same people.
Yeah, most of them are regulars. We get like new ones and stuff. Actually, we've been getting a lot of new ones recently, which we talked about in previous episodes, whatever.
Yeah, like word's been spreading a lot lately.
Yeah.
We've been getting a lot of views on our Facebook for the restaurant.
That's so exciting.
Yeah. Like 30, 50 new views like every day.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. But anyway, so there are a lot of regulars. We do get new people, but like we see like mostly the same faces, especially on like weekdays, because those are the days that like, you know, not that many people have off, so it's like the same people. And you know, again, older folks, breakfast joint, whatever.
Well, for an example, I went to a kid's birthday party yesterday and just left work, was gone from work for like 30 freaking minutes, get to the birthday party, and of course I seen about 3 people that I wait on a daily basis.
Yep.
Can't get away.
Yeah, or you go out to eat like with your family or whoever you go out to eat with, and these regulars will come up to you and be like, "Oh, hi, how's it going?" And like you just can't get away from your job. It's like we don't want to be famous. Like, oh my goodness. I mean, we do appreciate the love.
Because we're doing a YouTube channel and podcast, but we don't want to be famous. We're good. We don't want the attention.
Damn bitch.
Like, then you find out half the time, you find out that you're related to half the freaking customers that come in.
Yep.
Like, the one customer I saw at the birthday party that I went to, they were there for the birthday party, but that's because it was a birthday party for my fiance's like step niece, whatever. It's complicated. So then we get there, and then the lady walked in that I waited on like numerous times in my life. Comes in with one of the little boys, which, mind you, wound up being my fiance's cousin's son, and she is the grandma to that son. Like, isn't it crazy?
What are the chances? Literally, what are the chances?
Yeah. Like, that just blows my mind. Like, okay.
Crazy.
And you don't even, like, yeah, that's how small our town is.
Also, I think it's just crazy that just happens. It's really wild. Like, once you worked at a restaurant for a while at a small town, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's like you
like you work on the news or something.
Yeah, for real. Like, you have to, like, every time you, like, get out of your house, you're like, dude, I can't be wearing this.
Like, do I want to look good or do I want to look bad? But then
every time you look bad,
that's when they want to run. That's when you run into people a lot.
Yes.
Or I usually just like because my hair is always up, and then if I put my hair down, a lot of the times like they won't even like recognize me. If I have my hair down.
That's true.
And then you're in like different clothing too, so like sometimes that helps.
Or in summer with sunglasses on and stuff.
Yeah, you can hide your face.
Yes, you can hide your face a lot.
Yeah, that's nice.
But
you know, we love our customers.
The real ones know it's you.
Yeah, you know who you are.
Yeah, it's like the people that like we see and like talk to that like we don't really like get bothered by, but like the people that like you don't really know, you don't know their names, like they're not like that type of regular that like come up to you and you're just like it's always those people that you don't really know their names and like you just see them at work and you're like, oh yeah, but you never really are like that close to them, you never really like conversate with them that much.
Yeah, but you know them.
You know them, but you don't know them. Yeah, and they're the ones that come up to you, so you're just like starstruck because you're like, I don't even know your name.
What do I say? Hello.
And then it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm out in the public getting drunk. But
they
also
can't
they are
see
too.
Me like this.
But also they are too. Yeah, I know, right? I was like, ooh.
They can't see me when I'm a mess.
So I think that's gonna be it for today's episode. Today is short and sweet.
It's a little bit about being a server and a little bit of just us and our personal lives in a way.
and a server being out in public in the wild.
Yeah. But if you have any questions about our personal lives or anything, and we feel that we want to be open about it, just leave a comment.
Yeah, like if you guys have
Any questions about anything, just leave comments and
questions or
we'll
like
try to
things you want us to discuss in like next week's episode or another episode, please like let us know, because that would be awesome. We definitely appreciate it, and please make sure to like and subscribe and follow for more episodes. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye.